This podcast contains discussions about sensitive topics, including mental health, alcohol and substance use, as well as suicide. It may also include strong language. The viewpoints expressed by guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the hosts. Listener discretion is advised. If you or someone you know needs support, please reach out to a trusted professional or a helpline.
Twist the throttle, let it burn. Every mile's a lesson learned. Lean it hard, don't let it slide. Life's a ride we cannot hide.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of Twist the Throttle. This week we've got a guest from Guards Valhalla, Warren Kennedy.
How are you, mate?
Yeah.
How's things?
Good, mate. Good. Couple of icebreakers, mate. We normally ask everyone, what was your first bike? What was your first motor toy?
First bike when
Yeah.
I was younger, I wanted a KX. I think it was an 80
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
It's hard to
On the
remember. It was a
dirt, yeah.
long time ago. My old man wouldn't let me get a bike. So he turned around to me and said he knew I wasn't good with money.
Yeah.
So he said, look, if you save up the money, then we'll talk. I saved up the money.
Yeah.
And then he said no. He thought I was going to kill myself on a dirt bike because
Yeah.
back then I had no fear.
Yeah.
So he thought the smart thing to do was go and buy a postie bike. So we were up the park. It's got no clutch, nothing. You're just revving the crap, dumping in the gear, doing donuts and that. And then back then he took us to Broadmeadows motorbike track.
Yep.
So I was trying to keep up with all the dirt bikes on a postie bike on a motorbike track.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah.
And he thought I was going to kill myself on a KX80.
Yeah, exactly right. much better job on a postie bike.
give me some of the suspension for the type of riding I'm doing.
It probably made you a better rider too.
Oh, yeah. Look,
Yeah.
it was hard going over the jumps with no suspension. But
So always been on bikes?
I've always loved them, but growing up, not being able to buy one when I moved out, I bought one of the old GSXR 750s, one of the first full fairing ones. My mate had a ZX 750. I took all the fairings off that and then made the brackets and tried to make it look better and painted it like a Ducati. That was my first road bike. I learnt the hard way. Don't ride a 750 when you're learning and trying to learn how to go around corners.
Yeah.
Almost ran off the side of the freeway.
That visual fixation becomes a real thing real quick.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it's amazing what they teach you. You know, target fixation. Yeah, it really is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You start looking, you're straight to it.
I remember jumping on the bike with our mate Foggy. He got a Harley Street 500, and I thought he'd been riding for years, but I found out after that ride he'd just started riding. We took him down the Great Ocean Road, and he's coming around the corner, and he's just like, he's leaning, and the bike's just going this way. Oh, fuck, I got a minute.
So for the Guards of Valhalla, have you got a road name?
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yeah, right.
I could not fucking remember it for the life of me.
Being Warren,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
And-
The guards are very literally like that.
and it's my Chinese birth year.
Oh, yeah, cool. I'm a dog. That's why I'm so loyal.
Staffy.
That's why it keeps humping my leg. Yeah. So speaking of two dogs, Lugnut and Turbo,
To Staffy.
where'd those names come from?
Lugner was I got a HQ Monaro model car,
Yep.
and my father-in-law at the time got me a little model set. So it was the mechanics to
Yep.
go around your car. And they had a little English bulldog in there, and that was his name.
Oh,
so I
right.
said, if I ever get a dog,
That's going to be his name.
that's his name.
Perfect. And
So
Turbo,
then Turbo just fits.
just
And then,
100-mile-an-hour dog.
yeah, he's a Amstaff.
Mate, I had a English Staffy, and she was about this big, yeah. And she used to run at the corner of the fence in the backyard, run along the wall, and then jump over the back fence, and then fuck off for the day. Like, and the amount of times
Unreal.
I'd have to go pick her up, and like, we bought it off a breeder, but we never changed the rego over to our names.
So they'd always get the
So
phone call.
they kept calling us, going like, "Go get your dog from the fucking vet." Like, fuck again. Like she was just here. Like,
There's another reason why we don't have a dog in our backyard. I know Ezzy really wants a dog, but
yeah.
you know, I don't particularly like picking up dogs. I'll pick it up, yeah, for,
No,
for the first week.
if it's on your pillow, maybe.
That'd almost be a good job. Just a menu log pooper scooper. Bring them up.
Yeah, that's right.
Special attachment to one of those Zumbas.
Just let it dry white and then
That's
mow
it,
over it.
yeah.
With a lawnmower.
No, Turbo, when he was a puppy,
Yeah.
we had a unit at that point. So the lounge room was the back of the kitchen. So
Yeah,
the couch
yeah.
backed onto the island
Oh,
bench.
yeah.
So you put a barrier in between. So when we were out, Turbo was a little puppy. We put him in the kitchen and
Yeah.
he couldn't get anywhere. So my wife left the meatballs up on the dish rack on the sink.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped over the barrier, went around on the couch, jumped up, ran across the kitchen bench, ate the meatballs,
Had a feast.
and ran back around.
We had a Labrador, and he used to jump up and pull the roast chicken, thawing off the bench for the cat, and they fucking devoured it.
I was telling this story actually to a mate at work today. My mum and stepdad got a Labrador. It was a guide dog reject. Mm-hmm. And Mum just comes to me one day and she's like, "Oh, I'm having a lot of trouble. Like, I can't train the dog to sit." I said, "Mum, the freaking guide dogs couldn't train this dog. It's an idiot. Like, that's why you got it. Like, beautiful dog. Like, if you pulled on its collar, it dropped like the guide dogs.
Okay,
But if you told it to sit, it just looked at you like, well, I don't understand."
Yeah. So what was life like growing up as a Jehovah Witness? Did you knock on the doors and all that? You had to do all that. Oh my God.
Look, being brought up into it, you took it serious to a certain point, and then you were a little bit of the black sheep in it.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of people who are raised religious really turn on it later because the kind of how it's taught, and you sort of taught this is the way and this is the way, and then you see the cracks from inside the religion, and then you're like, well,
I was raised Baptist, but
yeah.
I think that was only so they could palm me off during the school holidays to the camps.
Bible camps and stuff.
Yeah, no, with that, it's a lifestyle. So when you're younger, you get taken door knocking and, that sort of thing. As you get older, you kind of have to start doing it.
Spreading the word, yeah.
Did you have some really bad stories from that time? Like, it wasn't really a
Look, we were kind of younger, and
Yeah.
with the personality, you can read people.
Yeah.
So when they're kind of like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for your time. Sorry about that.
because it's not a really big religion in Australia, is it? Or
I think
maybe
it's
I'm
pretty
wrong.
big. You only see them when you see them. But we been a little bit on the naughty side of it.
Yep.
We used to have competitions when we used to go door knocking that no one knew about. So the person that would stand behind you while you're doing your presentation and they'd be trying to tickle you and make you laugh.
I like that. Did that feel different from other kids, or was what was a normal day like?
It was different because we didn't celebrate things like Christmas, birthdays.
Yeah.
So when your birthday came around and you're talking to other school kids and that, and they're
They're
like,
like,
"Oh, what are you doing for
I
your
got
birthday?"
a bike. We had a party.
Hey, you're trying to
Yeah.
make up excuses. And,
Yeah,
blah.
Yeah, mine's on the holidays. You missed it.
Yeah, so that was kind of hard, but then after a while, people just got used to being that way.
So
Like,
did you have so you didn't have any celebrations at all, or you had Jehovah Witness celebration days?
No, there
Not
was
really?
none.
No.
Except my parents used to do something for us for their anniversary,
yeah.
which is looking back now, you think, well, if you can celebrate your anniversary, why can't you celebrate your birthday?
Yeah.
Day you got married, day you got born,
Yeah.
Same principle.
Something special for them.
But I think a lot of the rules are not black and white.
Yeah.
So you have a rule, but you can interpret it in your own way. So my parents were obviously quite strict. A few of my friends, their parents weren't as strict as, say, what my parents were growing up. So how you relate and how you work with that depends on the energy you give back and what they're giving to you, I suppose, at the same time.
So it was a pretty good community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone.
Your mates are all from the church as well, or
Yeah, so the people that you grew up with, they're all like your brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
All together, like there's no problem there.
Yeah.
Until you get on the bad side.
Yeah.
And then there's a thing called disfellowship where they virtually kick you out.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I was getting into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
So doing the good thing, I'm like, shit, I better get baptized.
Yeah. Right.
So you went through the program, read the books, answered the questions,
Yep.
ended up getting baptized.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did that, when I got kicked out, they have a thing called disfellowship. So if I was never baptized, it would be a different scenario.
Yep.
Yeah.
So at that point, no one's allowed to talk to you.
Yeah.
So you're like barred,
So from our world, you're out bad.
basically.
Yeah.
But that's supposed to make you realise what you've done, then repent
They come
and try
crawling
to
back,
cure.
Yeah.
That never happened to you?
Not yet.
No.
I don't think it's going to. But that's led to other ways of seeing things.
Yeah.
Because growing up in that, you're taught you don't delve into other religions. You don't really talk to other people.
Yep.
I was working with a Seventh-day Adventist and having conversations with him at work. Their belief was very similar to our belief.
Yeah.
Small differences, but the whole nutshell.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how can you believe in the same thing if you're so wrong?
Yeah. Yeah.
know?
Like, why is it 100% wrong? What's just the label on it?
But that once you start thinking about it, you start asking yourself questions. So things like if they say that that's the true religion,
Yeah.
then like Jehovah's Witnesses are across the board. but there's certain religions that are based on where you're born. So if you're this religion because you were born here, if you were born there, would that be the right or wrong religion? So you start asking questions and wondering.
Islam and all that.
Yeah,
So,
Like if
it's-
you're
yeah.
born
I was born at Saudi Arabia, for instance. I'd be Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like your point.
Yeah.
I actually, when
it's
I
the
think
right thing.
about God, I always thought like back in the really really early days of cavemen, and obviously if your friend was doing something wrong, having sex with your wife or something like that, he said, no, you've got to be good. G-O-D, good. You don't do that. You don't
God,
do this.
God.
You don't do this. You got to be good.
Yeah.
And that was how it started.
I like that one.
Maybe that's just my thoughts of it.
See, I was never raised religious. I've sort of done a lot of research myself into like heritage stuff, like the Asatri religion. Like you and I have had in-depth conversations about Old Norse mythology, and I think the big difference with mythology over religion is mythology is told from the start. These are stories to teach you things. That's not like the Asatri Church says, we don't believe that, there's a one-eyed man that rides an 8-legged horse across the sky.
Hey, I think we've talked about it earlier on. Magic mushrooms had a big part to play in
Fucking
that.
oath, I did.
Yeah? A really big part.
I
to play in some of
always
those
say, like, if
stories.
you look up in the sky, you see the northern lights. Of course, you believe in magic. Like, but yeah, anyway,
I like that leading down that way. It's
Yeah.
not like this is what you do, this is what you don't do. It's a description of a way of life.
I don't want to alienate anyone listening, but I've always had a problem with religion because
Always asking for forgiveness.
not so much that. I think it's more like I want to be good. Like I want to be a good person. I want to be better.
I am a good person.
Like be
do
better.
I need to go to church every
yeah.
Sunday to be a good person?
That's exactly my point. Like, why do you need a reward? Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's either damnation or heaven or hell. Like, I'm like, why? Like, why can't you just be good?
I've done too many
does
drugs
someone-
to think about heaven and hell.
It goes back to that good.
Yeah,
good.
different caveman.
So what was it like being cut off completely from your family and your friends?
You're lost.
Yeah.
Like you virtually overnight lost your whole life. The company that I was working for doing flooring, they were all Jehovah's Witnesses.
So they cut you.
They had to do it carefully, but
Yeah.
so you lose your job, you lose your friends, you lose your lifestyle. You can't really talk to your parents.
Yeah.
So you end up like
you
sleeping on their
obviously-
mate's couch for a while.
Out of home at this time.
Look, my parents didn't quite kick me out, but you kind of had to go.
Yeah. Right.
One of the reasons I got kicked out is because I had a girlfriend that wasn't a Jehovah's Witness and I smoked at the time. So they were the two bad things that I was doing. So ended up sleeping on the couch with some mates and stuff like that. The girlfriend at the time, her parents were good, let me stay there sometimes and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So then ended up finding another job doing flooring and then getting a rental and, like slowly it starts evolving back. But I had some work friends that I was working with and I met one from work and the other one I became good friends with because he was friends
through
already. So we kind of used to always hang out together and virtually did everything together. We used to go dirt bike riding at Disappointment and that on the weekend. Thursday night was down at Mr. Pockets in Tullamarine getting blind and then going to work on a Friday.
So where'd you grow up?
I was born in Pascoe Vale
Okay. Yep.
and they were Glenroy to
Yep,
Broadmeadows,
yep,
like around that pocket. So I used to go from Glenroy on the dirt bikes down the creek and just ride it all the way to Broady up the
Yeah.
creek.
So did you ever reach out trying to get back or not? Never.
No.
Not going to happen until I decide to go back.
Yep.
It's not worth it.
No relationship with your parents at all now, or
No, well, my father passed, got motor neurons.
yeah. Yeah.
My mum has recently moved in because she's getting older and by herself now. So she's moved in with my little brother. He's about 10 years younger.
Yeah.
He still goes.
Yeah.
So they're with him and I could literally walk out the front and I wouldn't even recognise my younger brother. I haven't
Yeah,
seen him
really.
in 20-something years.
Yep.
So he's got kids, never seen them. He hasn't
Yeah.
seen my boys. So it destroys the family
Absolutely.
in that respect. I think it's a little bit laxed now. So things can be a little bit different now, like we're 20 years on. But back then, and as I said, that's my situation. It's not everybody's situation.
Yeah, that's right.
In that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How do you feel with not getting the chance to make up with Dad? You made peace with that a while ago, or
20 years ago.
yeah,
It was a long time. I don't know him.
yeah, fair enough.
So if I went and saw him, it's kind of like looking at someone that you don't know. Like
Yeah.
I've got childhood memories,
Yeah,
but that's kind of where it stopped. And over the years, I think you've blocked out a lot of all that. So you only remember little pockets
yeah,
of
highlights
everything.
of stuff. Funny how the memory.
Well, I think you do that. Like when you're lost in that, you block that out to
Yeah,
just
but
keep going,
We don't,
keep moving
we don't
forward.
need that to go forward.
So I'll remember tomorrow, not yesterday.
That's fair. So when you were couch surfing, trying to living off mates and stuff like that, any crazy stories from that stage of your life? Anything that sticks out? Yeah.
There's a few. I don't know if I want to say them, no.
Hey, Your Honour, I have no memory of that time whatsoever.
Did you actually take freedom, like take it on board and like this is fucking crazy and go get real loose or what?
When you haven't done something for 20 years,
Yeah.
you act out on it.
Yeah.
So let's just say Thursday and Friday nights, probably Saturday nights too.
Blur.
A blur.
Yeah.
Sometimes there were sometimes at work where you were kind of watching the sender moving,
It's
but it was like you were watching other people's arms moving it. But yeah, you turn to fun stuff, drinking, and you just didn't care. You know, there was no driving force. There was no one.
Mum and Dad's not going to tell you off.
No, well, that's with Ken, my
Well-
mate there. His parents were really good. They were like second parents.
Yep.
They weren't forceful, but they kind of kept an eye on you.
Yeah, that's good.
You know,
Yeah,
so they were kind of like second parents to me. So that helped out a lot.
beautiful. You need those people to step up in your life. That like, yeah, you're 18, yeah, you're old enough to do it yourself, but
You're still a kid.
You meet an 18-year-old now, you're like, what the? Like,
Yeah.
no way you should be allowed to do the stuff that you're doing. Like, but having said that, what age is okay to do it? Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Comes down to the mind, though.
Yeah.
So some of them are more mature than others, not so much in age.
So getting disfellowed, where was your relationship with your religion, like as far as the belief system you'd been raised on?
I knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time.
Did anybody influence it?
I smoked in front of a couple of people, just testing to see if they'd say anything.
Yep.
And they did.
Yeah, like I had a tattoo at one point because I always wanted one, so I got it when no one would see it.
You did well with just one.
I showed it. It grew. It grew. That's what happens when you get wet. My first one was like here, just in your jock line. Home you couldn't
Could
see
cover it up.
So I showed a couple of people,
Yep.
and it got back to the elders and that. So he ended up having a meeting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we heard you have got a tattoo. I'm like, yeah, I was wondering how long it would take to realise that I had one.
Mm.
And he goes, oh, you had one? I'm like, yeah, those
Temporary
transfer ones?
Yeah, yeah.
I put it on and I showed a couple of people just to see how long it would take to get around.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay, Phil. Didn't even ask to look.
Yeah.
Like, I was in trouble if they wanted to see it. Try to rub it off.
Try to cut it off.
It's really hard. If you rub really
Pumice
hard.
stone. Pumice stone and rub it off.
So being like that, you kind of knew eventually. It was a matter of time.
Slowly leads into something a bit bigger and a bit bigger and a bit bigger until you go, yeah, no, I'm not doing this anymore.
But you're still not expecting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, just daunting when everything stops.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But it
yeah.
helps you build character.
Yeah, so I'm talking about the church stuff. I'm talking about your belief in God and the rest of it. Did that falter as well with you being, or was that?
Not necessarily,
Yeah.
because you've been brought up.
Yeah, you've been.
with those
That's what
beliefs.
I was sort of
They're
saying. Yeah.
grounded inside you.
Yeah,
So, as much as you still believed in, say, there's a God, you start to question, well, what is God? Who is God?
Yeah.
Why does God do this? Then they believe that Jesus is God's son.
yeah,
Then others believe that Jesus is God. So then, which one of those is true?
It's confusing.
So, all that what you've been taught, you start to question a little bit.
yeah. I remember
But-
my wife was raised Catholic, like really strict Catholic, and she was talking about the like Jesus fed 100 people with a single fish and a loaf of bread or something was a story, and I'm like, she goes, as a kid, you sort of go like, eh.
Not a lot of meat on the fish.
Everyone's still hungry then, yeah. And then like she questioned the teachers, the nuns at her school, and that, and they were like, no, it's like trying to teach you guys to share what you have, and like blah blah blah. And then she's like, well, say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Does that go-
yeah. We're not idiots. Like, teach us
Yeah,
what you want
exactly.
us to learn. Not, give us these fantastical stories and stuff.
But that foundation
Yeah,
of believing that there is something there,
yeah,
that goes into then from finding the guards
yeah,
and then going into the Norse
Yeah.
perception of like that religion side of things.
yeah,
You start learning some answers to some of those questions that you started developing back when I was
Yeah.
20. And it's kind of like, okay, the pagan,
yeah,
like I didn't know that a pagan was basically a name for an old village up back
Yeah.
in then
Yep.
it didn't follow over to Christianity.
yeah,
But now looking back at that and you think, okay, well, as a Jehovah's Witness, when they talk about pagans. Well,
Yeah.
they're just talking about country people that
Yeah.
didn't convert.
Well, heathen is literally someone from the hills. It's
So-
like anti-God. They just, you don't know the religion. They haven't been exposed to it.
But now discovering that later, it goes back to, say, the thoughts that I didn't started having when I was 20.
Yep.
So that's why sometimes I talk with you
Yeah.
about questions and understanding, because there's so many variables.
What I love in Norse mythology as well is there's the Aesir and the Vanir, and it's similar to what the Christians did. The Vikings used to raid the Slavic countries, so all of the Vanir gods are old Slavic gods brought over into the same religion because the slaves used to raise the kids, so they were telling their stories that they knew, but it had to be Norse, so they just kind of made two different groups of gods that were together, sort of thing. And that's how Easter is a religion. The date for Christmas is a pagan holiday. It's all stuff that they made. The Catholics had adapted their religion to make it more palatable for the people they were trying to convert. And it's I get religion, but in my mind, it's all a business. Yeah,
It is a big money maker.
why did the Vikings raid England? Because there was,
Money.
buildings full of gold with no people with weapons.
Yeah.
Churches full of donations trying to buy their way to heaven. I don't know. I could go on this for fucking hours. So
So
we're getting off topic here. Sorry, guys.
But that goes to your question of believing. Do you follow that?
Yeah.
I did, but it's slowly now starting to evolve to a different.
So more spirituality than a belief in a higher power.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where I'm at.
I got a few stories, but we're not going to go there. So you're married now, got two kids.
The Ambo met God. So, marriage, kids.
After that, finally found a partner. So got married. That didn't quite go to plan.
Oh, okay.
So again, you kind of
Well, you got to do the practice marriage, mate. I say that every time. So, yeah, this is everything I don't want to do. It's what's it supposed to be like.
yeah. So you worked hard. You got the house. You had the kids. Then again, for the second time, everything's gone.
Yeah.
So that takes you to probably even a worse place
can
there.
imagine, yeah.
Pretty low.
Well, I look, say, at my father,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, okay, I don't want to be like him where I turn my back on my kids or anything like that.
Yeah.
Then you kind of think in that moment that you're a failure because you couldn't keep your family together.
Yeah.
So that starts playing on your mind and all that sort of stuff.
Is it me?
And then, you go to the drinks and you go to the partying again. After a while, I met Karen, my wife now. She's a keeper, bounty points.
We love Karen.
She's a good Karen.
He's going well.
She's just a caring person.
Yeah.
So no matter what, whether she knows you, whether she doesn't, she's the sort of person that, say, at the line in the supermarket, if you've got one thing, go first.
Yeah, of course.
Natural empath.
Yep.
So that's something that I was deeply looking for this time.
Yeah.
And she wanted the same thing in a partner.
Yeah.
So eventually we worked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we got married, house again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that thing about feeling like a failure during
Yeah.
that time, it was a temporary step
Yeah.
because I've always tried to do what I could with my boys and put all the time there to do everything with them when I could, because they moved to Echuca and I couldn't at that time go
Made it
with
hard.
them. But now one of my boys has actually moved to Melbourne
Yeah.
and living with us.
Oh, good.
We've got the house again. I've got Karen.
Yep.
We've got a good relationship, the two dogs.
Yeah.
Where I thought I was failing, I didn't.
Yeah.
It was just a
time.
pause.
Yeah.
But you still keep putting in that effort.
It's just
and
another
it's worked
branch
because
that's
now
grown.
it's evolving.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just a new branch. There'll be plenty of branches in life too.
Exactly. And we now each tick, that feeling of that failure you had for those years, it's slowly disappearing.
Yeah. So what got you through that pause? What kept you going?
Alcohol.
Yeah. So
It wasn't
not
a-
good,
it
not
wasn't
a
a
good
good-
way to get through it.
Look, I had a bad run. Like with work, what I do now in an afternoon would take me a whole week. And I would only just started a business. So you really didn't have anyone looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, no one cracking the whip. Yeah.
And you're paying like a lot of money in your child support and that at that point, and then you're not making much, and then the kids come, so then you're living on 2-minute noodles because you're just not.
Yeah. How old are the boys now?
Zach's 20,
Yeah.
and Bo's just about to turn 18 in November.
Nice.
So, yeah, now they
Good.
get expensive.
Self-sufficient. Self-sufficient.
Yeah.
I love everyone's like, you only have to look after them until they're 18. I'm like, bullshit.
No,
They fucking cost me more after they turned 18 than
doesn't-
before.
Instead of Hot Wheels, it's real cars now.
So was
Yeah.
there a moment when you realised you were slipping too far into drinks and drugs and that stuff?
It was so much fun. I didn't really have that point.
Yeah.
But
What tended to
You just have a moment where you're like, look, I've got to stop at some point.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to a point where I was in trouble,
Yep.
but you get to a point where I'm not going anywhere. I'm going around a roundabout. So
Yeah.
my weekends are like when I was 20, drinking on the
Yeah,
weekends, not caring about work.
Yep.
I'm never going to own a house. I'm not going to have a partner. So you're kind of like, you know what? I've got to get my head straight.
Yeah.
He had a unit underneath, like a garage storage bit. So I started just making furniture and that downstairs. Shut the door when you got home from work and just tinker and do that and go to work and come home and just do what you had to.
Yeah.
I found as I started getting busier and working harder and that sort of stuff, you started feeling better about yourself.
Yeah.
So that driving force, once you start feeling better, then it drives you to say do more,
Industrious.
get better. And so work's always been something that's kept me
Yeah.
steady. Like even when I was drinking and doing all that sort of
So
stuff,
been in.
it was a driving
Yeah.
force.
So been working with wood since you were 18.
So I've always been doing timber flooring
Yeah.
for work, but even at home when I was little, like I was always tinkering in the garage doing something. I like doing stuff with my hands. So now
They do say Jesus was a carpenter. I got a bit of wood in the shed. I make my own workbenches and stuff. I made a few different things out there. It's quite rewarding, isn't it?
yeah,
build
I like
something that
the
you use.
rug.
The
That
rug
stuff's
is
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah.
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 Insert photo of rug here.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm working on it. I will put it in there. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll put a picture of me rug. Getting there.
It's
Is it-
like
is
we
it-
were talking before, the leather carving in the garage, so you can just tinker and try to learn.
Yeah, so I've been talking about doing my dining table and actually carving our
Rust nut at the top.
big rust nut in it, like Sons of Anarchy. Kind of.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And there goes our whole listener base.
Yeah.
There's people that do it though, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
wood carving
It does look
tables
good.
and epoxy tables and
What's crazy is the wood carving that the Chinese used to do and all that is like insane. Now you can do it with like CNC machines and like 3D printers and
Yeah.
probably be cheaper to do that.
No, I'd rather do it by hand.
Yeah.
even the little epoxy table. You could do a road and just have
Yeah,
all the
maybe,
bikes
I
with
might,
little rust nuts.
maybe I might just start small rather than my big 3x3 table.
You'd need deeper wood too to get them.
It's pretty thick.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just start with some for the.
well, let's start small
studio.
first.
Yeah.
Now, let's finish some projects before I get started. Doing another one.
Fucking finish the bike.
Yeah, I know. Come on, Manny. I know you listen to these episodes, so come around and give me a hand to fix it.
Is that here?
Yeah.
The shovel,
It's out
yeah,
the shed. Building your business. What was that journey like?
Just doing it good.
Yeah.
I was lucky. Like during that time where I wasn't doing much, I had a good guy for a company that I was doing subcontract work for. So he kind of
He chased the work.
just kept feeding me.
Yeah.
He's like, look, take your time, man. I get you in a bad spot. Here's some jobs. Just
Yeah.
take your time, go get them done.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
As I wanted more, then he would start feeding me more. I like encouraging to get it done. That I had a moment sort of working for myself where I was installing floors as well, but it was too hard. You're coming home at 7, 8 o'clock at night, unloading a van and loading tools. You get to work, you forget something.
Yeah.
I kind of had to
Pick one.
work out one or the other. So I stayed on the finishing side, but we went custom finishing.
Okay.
So virtually almost anything with timber we can do.
Like full parquetry floors and stuff.
Herringbone
Package is
and
what
all
we
that sort of stuff.
specialise in.
Yeah.
But the wiring brush textured finishes, we
Okay.
can take Jarrah and bleach it, make it blonde.
Oh,
Like it's
right.
all chemical finishes
Yeah,
and
yeah,
bits.
right.
And so, because the pre-finished engineered
Yeah.
flooring is all multi-done in other factories and overseas, to rematch and finish it here, we have to learn how to do that stuff on site.
Oh, yeah.
So there's only a certain amount of people that go that far into it.
Yeah.
So we decided to stay
In that area.
in the flooring, but go custom finish.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So
Yeah,
it puts
so
a demand on it and
makes
it just
sense.
grows it.
See-
Yeah, plug
Yeah.
your business when you can, mate. We'll chuck your logo up on the end of the episode and stuff.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah, so-
Boards.
Mr. Boards. Yeah, I saw the van out the front. Came flying past it on the bike. I haven't seen that van before.
I was looking in the mirror at the bike. I'm like, yeah, I'll just slow down on the road.
I'll follow you. So you met Karen. How did that change things for you?
100%.
Yeah,
Just made me want
everything.
to be a better person. And having someone that you connect with on the same level, it's just life changing.
I think that sentence there is a perfect relationship. Someone who makes you want to be a better person. Like that's what I say with my wife. Like I wanted to be someone worthy of her. I knew I wasn't. That's why I got sober and everything else that I did, because she was worth more than that. And I wasn't giving her what she was worth.
It's because it's in here,
Yeah.
not just here.
Yeah, I love it.
That makes a big difference, though. And having that support.
She gets along with your boys well.
Yeah.
They love her. That's important as well.
Yeah, no, like especially now having Zach living with us, you
Yeah.
actually feel like a little family unit.
Yeah.
Like when you have them, say, on the weekend, and when they got older, it sort of got to a month because they were working and because they were so far away.
How long was the break from the divorce to getting him back?
To get in with Karen?
How old was he when you guys split?
At 5.
Oh, wow. So, yeah,
Yeah.
big chunk of
So,
life. Yeah, that'd be great now.
it's-
You missed all the shit bit in the middle. Got the fun of the toddler and the teenager that you can tell him what to do.
Yeah. Like we had them like every second weekend. Like as I say, the drive made it hard.
Of course,
But
yeah.
picking them up on a Friday after work and then dropping them back Sunday, you only left like one full day.
Yeah, it's
really to do stuff.
Ambo's going through the same thing now with his.
Yeah, but you learn.
Busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just grin and bear it, smile and nod. Yep,
Yeah.
it's just got to be done. What am I meant to do? Just do it.
Yeah,
You know, he needs to go down and see his mum. It's important.
yeah.
Yeah.
But having him full time is nice for you.
Oh, without my kids, I'd be lost, mate.
Yeah, yeah,
I think my ex knows that.
yeah,
That's a driving force though.
yeah.
Like just making sure everything's good for them. You know, it's a focus. But
Yeah,
focus
so
point.
I've got a routine. I make me dinner every night and I make lunches for the next day. It's just routine. It soothes my OCD. When everything's going right, but when it's going wrong, oh my fucking God. It just fucking all tumbles down.
Yeah, I didn't have the OCD problem.
The bike club. What made you start looking for a social club?
I always liked bikes and not having family. Like when we were moving up to Warburton, I was going to look for local people around. So I sort of Googled and I found Ulysses.
You're not
So-
old enough.
No, I was 40, but
Yeah.
at 40 you're a junior.
Yeah, exactly.
So not till you hit 50. So I signed up, paid my money, got my little thing in the
Badge.
mail,
Yeah.
and I thought, okay.
And now what?
Well, now I'm working on the weekends and working
Can't-
like
yeah,
nearly
they
100
can't-
hours a week to pay for the house and that.
Yeah,
I can't ride. So for 12 months went past, I didn't see or talk to anyone. I did one job down near Blairgowrie,
yeah.
and he was a member. I saw the little patch on his
Yeah,
jacket,
me
so I
too.
started talking. Yeah, I'm a member. Hey. So when we were moving, we went to, pretty sure it was Yarra Junction,
Yeah,
and out the front they got Zach's place, little church,
Yeah.
and it's the God Squad. They have
Yeah.
a church there. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Maybe one day we'll go say hello. So we're coming home on a Sunday. I had Karen with me. They were there doing their little church on a Sunday afternoon. Stopped in there, said hello, and they're really nice. But it just reminded me too much of growing up. It just
Yeah.
wasn't. I don't want to do something that I'm not into. Like
Yep.
you can go pretend that you're into it, but I don't want
Yeah.
to do that.
Yep.
So
Committed or
you
you're
can,
not at all.
You can talk the talk, but you don't want to walk the walk.
Well, I know
Yeah.
the background of religion and being able to answer their question, but then I go back to what I was when I was 20. There's no point. So as much as they were really nice, then I was Googling and I found the Guards. So I was talking with Sarge and, having a few chats.
Mm-hmm.
Said, look, they're having a meeting. So went up there, got to meet them all.
Yeah,
And I was talking with Munger and Sarge and like all the other members, but
yeah,
just seeing them there and they had the fire going and
yeah.
kind of all
It just
sitting
felt,
around. And
you felt it.
I wasn't a member or anything like that. I was purely just a person off the street going to look, but they were warm and inviting to me.
Yeah,
And just watching everyone there together, it reminded me of growing up with my mates and going camping in that, like that bond, that
it's
unity
good.
was
Yeah.
there. And it kind of makes you feel like you want to be part of that. To me, it was something that I was looking for.
Yeah.
So where I said with the God Squad that it's like you felt they're really nice, just wasn't me. When I was there with the Guards,
Oh, you were like, I want to be a part of this.
yeah,
yeah, it's in your mind. That's kind of what you had pictured: that unity, that friendship, that no one's judging anyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's just there being a family unit. So it's like going camping with your extended family, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties. So from that point, that's where I wanted to be part of the Guards. Then, as I was saying before, that was a long journey. They were almost going to call me Bars.
So you had bike dramas early and you had your bars, your switches and repairs done.
6 months off the road,
Well, that was for the bars and the switches.
and then
Probably one day's work took 6 months.
yeah,
So that was a drama, but they kept saying, when's your bike going? I'm like, yeah, look, you told me next week, so I should be there. Oh, we're going here. So I'm rocking up in the work van.
yeah,
Then they had an AGM meeting. I'm definitely coming to that. No bike. I was driving my van. I blew a hole in the block. I was going over the Westgate Bridge.
no.
So I didn't make it to that.
oh shit,
So for that whole length, I was doing more driving to stuff than actually riding.
riding it.
But they didn't push me out.
No,
They were still like, look, you do your thing. When you get your bike, then you do your time.
We've had a couple of members come through that were there like a couple of years, and we were like, "You've got no intention of getting a bike. Like, we are a bike club at the end of it."
Yeah.
I had a R6 there,
Oh yeah.
but it's got a blown second gear.
Oh yeah.
And doing 7,000 revs going up the freeway for
Yeah,
2
no.
hours, you don't really want to do it. So I took it. Were you the Talbot one?
I've been to two of them, so it might have been.
So you might have seen the red R6 if I was riding that. I rode it to two things just because they were like bigger things,
I had a shock.
but they were close.
Yeah.
Same, that's why I'm
You
asking
just
if
showed
you
me,
were there.
you showed me your bike. I'm like, I know that bike.
I don't
Of
know
course
if
I do.
anyone's seen it though, because I've only just got it back on the road.
I'm thinking of a different fucking bike altogether.
Yeah. After the bars, then found out that he didn't even fix the motor. So then it got put off doing an engine rebuild again and all that. So it's all done now.
Yeah.
It's good. So we're
Happy?
back and
And now you're working 100 hours a week and can't ride it, or
No, now I'm actually, for about 12 months,
yeah,
I was a little bit hesitant on answering new numbers because it had too much work.
Yeah,
Couldn't
right.
handle it.
okay,
I felt bad because it's not like how I like to do business.
Yep.
But you're ready to throw your phone out the window every time it rings.
Yeah.
So I had to cull
yeah,
a whole lot of clientele. So it feels like we're quiet now, but now I'm back to working 40-hour weeks.
yeah, beautiful.
And it's
Getting,
good.
getting by, and that's all you really need.
I had to do the harder part to get the housing, get that established again.
Yeah.
And it's kind of that driving force that if you don't do it, you're not going to get over the hill. So now I'm kind of over the hill. So now I can kind of start cruising and enjoying the riding. And
It's good.
part of wanting to find the Guards was to force me to get away from work,
Yeah,
have something else to do. And
and it's a commitment as well.
but if I ride with my mates up at home, which I still do sometimes, it's easier to say, no, man, I've got to work Saturday, or no,
Yeah.
not this
Yep.
weekend. When the Guards have an event on,
Yeah.
you try your best
Yeah, you gotta
to get there.
yeah.
You can't just turn
You
around
can't,
and
yeah.
go, oh, no, I can't today, man.
It's
I
that
can't be bothered."
letting people down.
Yeah.
So what's it like prospecting for the Guards of Valhalla?
It's different for me because my personality like works off the energy that I get from you. So if you're bubbly and it leads me to be bubbly, if you're quiet, then I tend to just be quiet. So when you're a prospect and they kind of, all right, you're a prospect, you know your place. You're not feeling quite that energy. So you
Yeah.
kind of feel a little bit low and you're
down.
trying to fight that within yourself. So it's good. It's been a learning process,
Yeah,
but I like the hang around. Even though it was like by accident that I've
Yeah.
been such a I think I'm the
but
longest one they've ever had.
Really got a chance to know them.
Well, I've got to know, because at the start you get to know everybody,
Yep.
and it's hard to know them properly.
Yep.
Yeah,
But going through time now, you can't do everybody at the same time, but you go through a few members at a time and you actually get to know them a little bit more intimate.
yeah,
So they start to become more friends than just,
Yep.
say, people
Yeah.
at the club that you're going to see.
I agree with that for sure.
But it's good because it helps me make my choice that that's the right place that I want to be part of,
Yeah.
and that I'm happy to commit everything that I can.
Do you guys have like what do you call like an attendance number you have to hit or anything like that?
I think the whole process usually takes somewhere about 12 months, but it depends on the person.
Yeah,
So if you're not going to stuff, then your 12
You go
months is
take
going to
longer
be
and longer and longer.
however long.
it's not a clock. It's time with the club. Ours is similar. It's
There's-
with social clubs like that as well. It's what you put in. If you put in the effort, you're going to get a lot back out of it.
But it's also personality too,
Yeah.
like how you are to the club, because I know the whole thing is like assessing you as well.
Absolutely.
So if you're going to be a menace and cause trouble,
No,
then
it reflects badly on everybody.
well, you can't be part of a social
Yeah,
club
cool.
doing that because
Yeah.
it's bad for the name and ruins everything.
Yeah. I've said there's a couple of clubs, if I had known they were there, I probably wouldn't have started ours. Like, I didn't look for a club. I kind of went to 2 or 3 different ones and then went,
Not us.
no one's really
Oh.
doing what we wanted. Like, and yeah, now we've got that, and yeah, we've got a pretty good name out there.
One of the things I like is that, because I haven't come really from club background,
Yeah.
but with a lot of the social clubs, everyone seems to like actually get along
Yeah.
with each
yeah.
other.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite expecting that.
People kind of get the wrong impression about social clubs that we're like the MC stuff. And, don't get me wrong, there are guys out there walking around with their chest puffed out and are dicks about it. And there are clubs that are tied in with the 1% world. But our club's more about building, like your club as well. This is why we get along so well. Helping each other, like trying to build everyone up. Like, and it's so rare. And I don't know many hobbies where you can just, meet people and be friends fucking instantly. Like we've met a couple of times and we've spoken on the phone for fucking hours on end. It's just that rare thing.
Everyone loves riding. Everyone likes a good time.
I love bikes. It takes a certain type of lunatic to put your leg over one.
You get that in just about every episode. So,
I fucking believe it.
so when you go to the survey, do you fill your tank with just normal petrol or you use high octane fuel?
At the moment, I use 98.
Yeah.
Ryan, I don't know if I can say his business name, but Ryan that built my engine told me while I'm running it in and everything,
Use the
just put
best.
98 in it.
Yeah.
20 out.
So how do you go up there with? Oh, I guess you're kind of a motorbike destination up Warburton area, so you'd have pretty fresh fuel up.
The hardest thing with petrol is trying not to buy the fried chicken at the surveys.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. And the chicken's
Bike gets the good stuff.
So looking ahead, what does it mean to earn a full patch with the Guards of Valhalla? What will it mean to you?
The patch is not why I'm joining. The patch means to me that I'm happy that they've accepted me to be the person that they feel fit to be part of the club.
Good answer.
Yeah.
But I want to be part of the club because the people that are in the club. So to me, the patch is a uniform to show that you represent the club, but it's not why you join the club. It's the people in the club that you want as part of your life.
You want to honour the patch.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
I
love that.
Yeah.
But that's because of the people that are in it.
Yeah.
Because you can get to know them and you feel like they're your family.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just going to a club like I can go join a rifle club.
Yeah.
Go shoot. I don't know them. I'm at the club. But yeah, with the guards, everyone in there, like that day I told you that the peace, the calm, the connection, the bonding that they had there.
Yep.
You kind of feel like you want to be part of that.
I love the club. I get along really well with Weagle, Margaret, and a couple other boys up there that have just good people. Like you can sit down and talk for hours.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
But that warmth
Yeah.
that you get straight away from them,
Yeah.
that energy, like,
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are shocked when they come to our meetings for the first time because we're huggers and like everyone runs up, gives each other a massive fucking hug like you haven't seen them for 10 weeks. You probably saw them yesterday. We hug them. It's just how it is. We really appreciate each other and what we do for each other.
I don't like fucking hugging, but
Yeah, you're good.
I like it now.
People love it.
I never have.
forced into it.
Sometimes you wonder, do I do it? Do I not do it? Hang on a minute, I'm confused. What am I doing?
It's like, hey, what's been the hardest part? What's been the best part going through this to get to the acceptance?
Of
The guards, yeah.
just get my bike on the road,
Yeah.
really, at the end of the day.
That's been the hard, yeah.
You can't be fully involved in riding and you miss that riding. So
Yeah.
when you're following them in the car, it's cool because you're there with them. It's not the same as like
Oh,
a group if you're riding down the freeway, though.
I love it. You go for a ride for an hour, and then you can talk about the hour ride for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, did you see this? Did you see that? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. That's fun. I just love it.
For me, I might go a couple of days without jumping on the bike. It's like, oh, fuck, I needed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
The connection of being with them makes you want to do it. So
Yeah.
it's not an effort. Every part, it just
Yeah.
kind of feels natural. if
Jeff's
that makes
always been made, the point of that.
Yeah.
You should want to come to these things.
Yeah.
I don't want to make you come to
Yeah,
them.
like when we were trying to do our legal stuff that we had to do, it was like, what attendance percentage do you want to set? And I'm like, I don't really want to, because I don't want to tell you, like, you either know if you're a part of it or not. Yeah, you're like, I look forward to every time I get to catch up with the boys, not like, oh fuck, I've got to go to a meeting this weekend. Like,
Yeah.
it's
That goes to that hang around part that I
Yeah.
was talking about. Like
Yeah.
at that point, you see if you want to go
yeah,
or whether you're making yourself go.
yeah.
Like I was hanging to go, but I couldn't because my bike's in the shop. I
Yeah, and still getting there in the van, mate, and that shows character as well to the
because you wanted
club.
to be with the club. So
Yeah. But that proves character for sure. The guys who can't, like, we've had a few blokes drive the van for us and do, like, fingers when he first started. Yeah.
Yep. He couldn't ride because he had damage to his fingers and he had some legal stuff going on.
Yeah, okay.
So if you could talk to a younger self about some of those dark days, what would you say?
just keep moving forward.
Mm.
Like it doesn't matter how dark it is. Eventually, you're going to get through it. If you give up, you're not going to get through it.
Yeah. Do you think 18-year-old you would look at you now and go like, hey, we made it?
I reckon.
Yeah.
That's small.
Yeah.
Like everything that you kind of wanted when you were younger,
Yeah.
you missed out in the middle, but you're kind of working on it
Yeah.
now and it's evolving.
Yeah.
So with that hard work in between,
Yeah.
you've kind of caught up, say what you would have done in your late 20s, early 30s again, but you've had to do it in your late 40s to 50s. But you're catching back up to where you would have been if you just kept cruising along.
I laugh at the whole, like, it's as a bloke in middle age, you know, like people talk about the midlife crisis where, you know, they go out and buy sports cars and bikes. It's like, no, it's just the first time in their life they've had the opportunity.
They can afford it.
And the funds. Like, they've worked their whole fucking life for this. It's not a crisis. This is the fucking reward.
Yeah, that's right. I like that.
Yeah.
I apologised to Karen. I said, I'm sorry. She goes, what for? I said, for my midlife crisis, I turned normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything you thought we'd cover off that we haven't covered off so far, mate? Or anything you'd like to talk about?
Not anything that I can really think on my head. Like,
Yeah.
I came in here not knowing what was going to go on and what we're going to talk about.
You've done well. I appreciate
I
it.
could have easily got lost in the weeds on Norse mythology with you again, but
It's not a religious show, Joe. Stop it. It's not political either.
hey, I got ADHD. I hyper focus on something. I learn every fucking thing there is to learn about it.
I'm trying to go back right to the start.
Did you get that book I told you about?
I haven't got it, but I do have it saved to buy it.
Yeah,
From YouTube and watching all those things,
yeah.
I'm going back to the start and trying to understand
Where it's
everything
Yeah.
like bit by bit, because then it stays in here. If I read too much at the one time, it kind of goes in here, and then next week I've forgotten about it. Then I've got to go back and read it again.
I get it.
But that goes to the bit where you're talking about crossing over from Christianity to
Yeah.
all that, and kind of learning, like even with Easter, where the
Yeah.
Easter bunny fell into, and then here it represents rebirth, and it's
Yeah.
like the Easter bunny.
Yeah, when you
What's
look
that?
at the Christian version of it, you're like, okay, so your savior got crucified. Why are we eating chocolate rabbits?
Where does that come, Jeff? Do you know?
Yeah, like Esther in the Norse religion is the start of spring.
So
it's-
rabbits are
it's like-
fucking and
Yeah, rabbits reproduce
Rebirth.
like rabbits.
It kind of fits in that respect of rebirth.
Yeah.
Because being from a Jehovah's Witness to going through to now sort of understanding and feeling more pagan, it
Yeah.
is basically,
Yeah,
so rabbit fits with that too, even though
Yeah.
you didn't mean it.
yeah. I love it. Any guards got anything coming up that you can plug for them?
We've got the Talbot sausage sizzle,
Yes.
which I'm pretty sure is the 21st September.
Yep, we've got something on.
I'll put a flyer right here.
Yeah. And then I think we're doing your autism,
Yeah, so that's the 25th
25th
of
of October.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, we got our inner stuff that's not
Yep.
But not a finalist yet.
public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big one. The Talbot Town Hall.
They're yummy.
Yeah.
They are good.
Big barbecue.
And it's an awesome little market, so get along to it. Yeah,
They
I
shut
like it.
down. There's a big market. They take over the whole town. It's great.
Yeah, bring
Yeah.
some cash,
It's an awesome market.
support a community.
Bring cash. Yeah, they don't have cards.
Bring cash, support a community, which is good because they always need your support as well.
Yeah.
But some of the stalls they have there are really good. There's a Viking guy that gets there that does like all the knives and swords and Viking
Yeah.
etchings and that.
Yeah.
But there's heaps of good stuff.
We won a prize. Ross Nero won a prize one.
Yeah, Rosso won the
Non-American.
non-cruiser or something.
Yeah.
For his Ducati.
Was that for the show and shine?
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing a show and shine this year. It's
Yeah.
just the sausage sizzle.
No, it's cool.
Still
I'm
good
looking
day.
forward to it. Big
I
game.
don't think we knew it was on, and then he
I
got a
think
prize.
you got the beer. I was feeling I didn't have my bike
Yeah.
because I wasn't actually a member
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
So it would have been the only time that I could win a guard's pluck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I can't because
Yeah.
I'm a prospect.
Our final question. What does the term twist the throttle mean to you?
I thought about that one. If you use it as a metaphor, because everyone talks about like twisting the throttle going on your bike,
Yeah.
but if you twist the throttle of life, it's the same as your bike. So before when I was talking about work and just driving forward, in life, if you don't hold the throttle open, you're just going to sit stagnant and go nowhere. Like you're stuck at the traffic lights. Twist that throttle a little bit, you move forward.
Yep. Same with
Well,
life.
So I would say just in
forward
life,
momentum,
just keep
yeah.
going forward, twist the throttle.
I love it. I love it. We got some sponsors.
We do. So, Barber's Choice Bed Oil, you would have seen it in one of the previous episodes. I put little bottles up of all the different flavours. You got spice, you've got
Fresh, vintage.
fresh and vintage.
Yep.
Yeah, they're giving us 20% off, and 10% of that 20% goes to charity.
It does, but it's not quite right.
Okay, well, you explain it how you want to explain it, bud.
I'm not gonna.
No. Anyway, support them because they're
Yeah.
supporting us.
And get along to our autism ride for the Rust
Yeah,
Nights.
so that's coming up 25th of October. We got the
Get to-
ICANN Network Autism
It's gonna
Awareness
it's gonna
Ride.
be amazing. I'll do a quick plug for a Family First.
Family First, yeah, you're loving their merch. I've seen
got
your
their
little
hoodie
shorts.
today, so
Go one of them too.
yeah.
That's good.
Well,
Thanks a lot for coming along, Warren. Really appreciate you sharing your story with us.
Enjoy your ride home.
It's not a ride, he's
Again,
driving.
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 Good old work, man.
Thanks a lot, with
Yeah, no,
listeners,
Thanks, guys.
watchers. We'll see
Thank
you on
you.
the next one.
Thanks for riding with us today on Twist the Throttle. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your crew. Remember, no matter how tough the road gets, you're never riding alone. Stay safe, stay open, and catch you on the next ride. Keep that throttle twisted.